what's going on, everyone? We are playing the King's Quest VI fan-made Demake tonight. If you're not familiar with what a Demake is, this is King's Quest VI as if it was made in, let's say, the mid-'80s. Think of the original King's Quest games, the AGI games, and text parser, all that good stuff. Old school soundtrack. Yeah, the old school sound card. King's Quest, air today, gone tomorrow. AGI Demake, right there. I love it. By Brandon, so thank you. Thank you very much, Brandon, for making this possible. You can check this out, by the way. It's out there, free to play. Give it a look, or watch a bit of this and see how this goes first. But let's check out the opening. Press escape at any time to skip the entire opening movie. All right, this is going to be interesting. I only know this through the animated version. Long ago in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry. I'm going to have to fill in some voice acting here, by which I mean all the voice acting. Love it. That's beautiful. Alexander like he's wearing his galoshes, pacing back and forth. So hunky, I'm so young and hunky. Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're not still thinking about Cassima, are you? I suppose I am. She was really hot, Mom. Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once. And just to remind you, Mom, she was very, very attractive. Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles? No, no one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished. Trying my best Robbie impression. I'll try, Mother. There she goes. We've seen a lot of things go down in this throne room over the years. We saw wise and kind old King Edgar just keel over. Practically. Well, he did die. We saw Graham almost die. If it wasn't for Rosella going into that magic maze, like, ugh, so bright. He looks just like he did in King's Quest kind of 4 there a little bit. Alexander, I feel so alone. I don't know what to do, Alexander. I wish you were here. Get the girl in the tower. Cassima, wait, Mother, come quick. Alexander, what on earth? You're as white as a ghost. No, we're not. We are very tanned. Mother, I saw Cassima. She was in the mirror. Obviously, Mother. Everyone's in the magic mirror. Don't be surprised. That thing's always giving us stock tips. So Alexander, being the clever prince, he's going to navigate by the stars he saw in the mirror. I'd be focused on Cassima right there. So kudos to him for taking his eyes away. 3 long months Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond. Love the shark. King's Quest 4 style, the fish as well. A lot of love put into this one. I appreciate this, Brandon. Looks like the ship that we sailed away from our old crappy life on. Granted, we were kidnapped by pirates, but still. Oh, that's an island and it's green. I say we call this search a day. Land ho! Land ho! We're gonna get that shot of the pirates behind. Alright, hours pass. That's the bad guy popping on the screen music right there, like the dwarf that was mugging Dad. Ooh, watch out for the shoals. The rocks! Oh! Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. 30 stairs in this game, I'm trying to think. Well, we have the cliffs. There's a lot of stairs on the cliffs. Alexander awakens to find himself on the shores of a strange beach. And here we are. All right, whether it's a Demake or the original version, what do we always do in one of these games? We save early. We save often. Let's just go Alex. Yes, this is welcome to the King's Quest VI AGI Demake. Pressing escape brings up the menu system. I don't think I can keep that voice up. And extensive help section, that's nice. Game controls. Sure to check out the credits for both this and the original game and have fun. Love it. Once again, just a reminder, you can play this game for free. It's out there. Just do the search like you do. You know how you do. And let's go. I feel like we're going to drown on fastest. No, we're not. Okay. It's not like King's Quest 2 fastest, where you're just, you know? I don't know what that sound effect was. We might stay on fast for right now. All right, so I'm going to struggle right now. I'm telling you that right now. There may be some frustrating parts in this playthrough here. Get ring. I assume that's my ring. There we go. We got our first point, gang. Some of the challenge is going to be not just remembering what to do, but knowing the right command to input in different situations. Move wood? That does not make sense to Alexander. Can I stand right on top of it to move it? Well, pushes the plank. The plank. The giant chest that's revealed. A box has been partially buried under sand. Guess no one comes down here. All, population of 6 people on this island? Open chest. Got the exact same sound effects. I love that. The box must have opened in the sea, spilling its treasure. Everything has been washed away except for 1 coin of Daventry. Oh, that's interesting. Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is. All right. I like it. All right. Yeah, the fact that I'm playing a no-pause type game is a credit indeed to how much I love not just King's Quest, but this game in particular. This famously, or probably not famously, is my favorite game out of the entire series, all 8 games. Is the bird here yet? Well, let's see if we can make heads or tails of where we've landed here. I see a castle in the distance. We're a prince, so I feel like we're going to the castle before we go in the town to rub elbows with the commoners. Won't that be fun? All right. Like the walking animation looks exactly the same, just like his father, really. That tracks. Just like us in the original King's Quest 3, actually. Talk to guard. Alexander politely addresses the odd-looking guards at the castle doors, hoping to learn more about his predicament. Good day to you, guards. I was cast upon this island in a storm, and I'm a little confused about my location. Could you tell me what place this is? Who lives in this castle?
What is it you say, a castaway? A likely story. We haven't had any foreigners in this part since Alhazred arrived.
Try my best with the voices as I remember them. Maybe that's not necessary.
Don't be so rude, Gruff. He's not asking for any secrets. You're standing on the Isle of the Crown, lad, and this is the Castle of the Crown. The royal family resides here, or rather, what is left of the royal family.
The Isle of the Crown? But tell me, am I anywhere near the land of the Green Isles?
This is the land of the Green Isles. The Isle of the Crown is the main island, foolish boy.
Then Princess Cassima must live in this very castle.
Aye, the princess is indeed our treasured jewel to guard, and we consider it an honor. We would just as soon stab you through the chest if you even mention her name again.
I'll show you that ring. I'm royal. I should get an audience with her. Alexander decides to show his royal insignia class ring to the Castle of the Crown Guards. With all his papers lost in the shipwreck, it is the only possible calling card he can think of. Good day. Let's start this over. I'm Prince Alexander of Daventry. Now that you know that, maybe you'll address me with a little more respect. And yeah, tell Cassima I'm here.
So everyone says. Let me just look at that ring.
Everyone says they're Prince Alexander from Daventry.
What does it say, Gruff? Kingdom of Daventry, Prince Alexander.
That's my gruff. Wait here while I go see what Captain Saladin thinks of this. Always made me hungry for a salad, I'm not gonna lie. The leader of the guard dog's name there. He's a noble. Noble pup. See how he's animated in this one. There you go. All the majesty, the guard returns a moment with a majestic-looking creature. Always makes me think that Alexander wants to give him a nice pet. Captain Saladin speaks with a voice that is gentle but reflects a will of iron.
Prince Alexander of Daventry, I presume. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with your country.
Yeah, our PR department's lacking.
But I'm sure Vizier Alhazred will want to meet you, if indeed you are a friend of the princess. Please follow me.
Very noble looking in his portrait up there. I like the little portraits for the A-list characters in this game. You can't expect these lowly guards. Like the little walk in place. Something about Lord Alhazred's little walk to get in position to see us too makes me laugh.
What is it that you seek, Prince Alexander? Pardon the intrusion, my lord, but I came to see Princess Cassima. Some months ago, my father, King Graham, saved my family and I from imprisonment under the evil wizard named Mordak. The same wizard that kidnapped the princess? Exactly. When my father rescued us, he also liberated Cassima and sent her home. Then your father has my gratitude and that of the entire kingdom, but I'm afraid I still fail to see the purpose of your visit.
Come on, man. I met Cassima. You know why I'm here.
I came to make sure that Cassima arrived safely and to pay my respects. Before we parted, she gave me an invitation to visit.
Kind of going in my Alhazred voice there.
I have no doubt she did exactly that at the time, Prince Alexander. She was a drinker.
I can make the same jokes between different versions of this game.
However, things have changed greatly since Cassima. Yeah, things are bad now. Her parents both became ill and died while she was gone. Cassima has sequestered in mourning for them, as befits a princess. She is not receiving visitors of any kind. Even if she were, I do not think your visit would be appropriate. You see, it is time. You see, you're way too handsome, and I'm intimidated by you. As was her parents' wish, Cassima and I are to be wed. We shall rule the kingdom together. I assure you, our marriage is all Cassima wants now. As a prince and a gentleman, it would be best that you leave before there is any further embarrassment.
Yeah, but I don't have a ship? Well, that's awkward. Yeah, she gave us mixed signals, I guess, or the wrong signals.
A young man sees what he wishes to see.
Yeah, now that I think about it, she told me I was coming on way too strong and that I creeped her out, but here we are.
I'm sorry you've wasted your time traveling to the land of the Green Isles. May your journey home be swift.
Again, that might be difficult without a ship, Alhazred.
Perhaps I will take the opportunity to look around your fair land while I'm here. I would advise against that. The kingdom is rather, shall we say, inhospitable these days. But it is your neck. You may risk it if you please. Captain Saladin will escort you from the castle. Good day.
Thought Saladin had like a little bit of a limp there. It's consistent.
You have had your hearing with Vizier Alhazred. I trust you'll respect his wishes and not return. I have been instructed not to let you into the castle again. Good day, my lord.
Captain Saladin whispers something to the guard dogs at the castle gate, and they nod with understanding. Probably like get together to have a I don't know, some dog stereotype. I don't know. It's tough when we're doing all the narration here. Alexander has a feeling they won't be letting him into the castle again. All right, 5 points for not doing a whole lot yet. That's good. Progress. Are you sure I can't go in? Oh, okay. Yeah, but like I'm... Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's do as we said and explore more of this lovely island. Again, we're kind of stuck here, so might as well make the best of it, I suppose. So let's head into town here. Love this. Can't wait to navigate some narrow paths. Hey, it's the guy from Mixed Up Mother Goose. It's the crooked old man with the crooked coin and lived in the crooked... That's fun. Or maybe it's just the peddler and he looks just like it. There's no beggar here now. Alright, so yeah, they just... Huh? What? not sure if that was meant to pop up or if I clicked through it. Alright. Offer crooked... Wait, what'd he say? Oh, I clicked through it. Oh well. Look at man. Concealed in his coat. Alright. He just looks just like the guy from Mixed Up Mother Goose. Another one of my favorites. Certainly when I was a child. Old lamps for new. Okay. I don't remember him walking around like that. That's a nice detail. Well, I don't know anything about that. I don't have any lamps. I just got here. Open door. Let's go in the bookstore. Hello, I will be right up. I was gonna say, if nothing else, this version of the game affords me the justification to actually use my Jalo voice for once in a game instead of just shoehorning it in like we always do. Come on, it's the Jalo voice. My brother's Jalo voice specifically. His version of the Jalo voice, which he was basing on some famous character actor. I don't remember who. I'd have to ask him. But yes, talk to man. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles? That is a big question, young man. Perhaps you will be so kind as to first tell me who you are and what exactly you want to know. My name is Alexander. You said that this is the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever else you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby. This island is called the Isle of the Crown because the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village, and the docks over to the west. There are at least 3 other islands. Sacred Mountain, the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder. At least 3? Does no one know for certain? What's wrong with you guys? You're not into geography or cartography? This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries. Well, that doesn't sound good. As if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a 4th island, an island shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world. I don't know, Mordavia was pretty dark. That's quite a claim. Claim, yes. Just probably local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown at least sleep well enough at night. All 6 of us. If you count the dogs. Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them? Ideally, a young man seeking knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each, that would help. That's true. But we have no ferry. And there's been political unrest. It's been too dangerous to travel for years. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days. All right, bit of a layabout, that ferryman. Yeah, they already gave me the runaround. Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice. Huh? Advice is free. Making use of it costs much more. That's a good line. That is true. All right, let's go Alex 2. And there's no chair for Jalo to sit in, I notice, in this version. Pick up book. Oh, yes, please take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir. Really? Thanks. I liked how excited Alexander got for getting a free book. I like how grounded he is. You know, it shows he was raised right. But it sounds like I'm giving the evil wizard Mananan a compliment right now. But I mean, more his cracker parents in Graham and Valenice, you know? He would have no reason to be grateful for a free book. Especially a crappy one like this that I'm not gonna read out. Yawn. All right, so it's a real snoozer. Maybe that'll come in handy a little bit later. But he's appreciative. He's grateful. He's humble. That's all you can really hope to be. Not really if you're a prince necessarily. But that's why I'm impressed. Anyway, I digress. I like it when I go off on. Can I take this book? On these tangents. Because I'm thinking of people watching the non-commentary walkthrough version of it. They're like, why is he standing on the screen for so long? How much for that book on the counter, merchant? It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. What's that an innuendo for? I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. Well, one way to spice it up is to put some of those spells to use. If we can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, he's willing to exchange the spell book for it. Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. Well, is there any other books? Take book. I guess it would only be that. Look at shelf. Thinking of Cassima, Alexander decides to leave. Oh, I like that it automatically did that when I walked up to it. That's a good sign. He reads, Thy hair, thy lips, Ya Avuzel, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast. Not bad. And another, Upon the shore the lilies bend, Ya Avuzel. Can't help myself sometimes. I'm sorry. Yikes. And another. What was it when I looked up at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name that brings my mind air back the same to thee? The name of love, in the quote there, cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry that heart makes. Yeah, I love you. Little close to home, that one. I don't know. When you're in love, you just tend to just read a little too much into every lyric, every love poem book you read. It's the poem that we liked. It fell out of the book. I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I've glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already. I do rather like it. Thank you, merchant. Seduce bookseller. Biographies and love poems. So that's nice. I wonder what other things we just need to walk into. Is this going to say ow? If I go into the fire, I guess I can't get that close. Is there anything on this shelf? I don't remember. I always like the cinematography, if you will, of placing that camera on kind of a bookshelf right there, if you will. All right. Well, that guy was nice. Let's try door number 2. Good day. I love this guy. I love the stuffed bear carcass. Oh, there we go. Take mint, trade, talk. This is a nice interface. I appreciate this. Let's take a mint, definitely. Let's talk to the man. How bid you, good merchant? Quite well, though a purchase would not hurt me any. Okay, is that all we got? All right. Trade. Alexander looks through his inventory to find an object to trade. I love we have the old school inventory. I feel like I'm playing a lot of games from that era, but certainly I would say Black Cauldron comes to mind first. Yeah, this screen is just ingrained in my memory. One of my first memories as a child, looking at this screen, seeing all the fun things we picked up in the land of, Ludor? Or is that King's Quest? I don't know. Wherever it was in Black Cauldron. But anyway, I'm sorry. Let's give him the ring. Can you tell me, merchant, what the value of this ring might be? By the sands of the sea, what a beauty! What fine gold and masterful artistry! This ring is quite valuable, sir. I would not feel right taking it in trade. None of the items on display in my humble store are even close to the value of this ring. Truly? Well, it would be hard to part with it anyway, I suppose. Can I trade a mint for something in your, Save some for the other customers. All right, what else have we got? Maybe this copper coin? Tell me, merchant, what land am I in? Yeah, sometimes when I click, those don't align. That's all right. By the moon's light, what a question. You have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock. I do look a little too sunburned right there. I know that was our normal complexion or skin tone back in Daventry as well, but No. Well, perhaps. I was in a shipwreck, you see. I was trying to reach the land of the Green Isles, but I myself appeared to be rather stuck here. And the Vizier didn't seem to care about finding me a way home. Ah, I see. You must pardon my incredulity. You see, it's been so long since we've had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey. You mean? I think we did hit our heads. Like 5 people told us in the last 10 minutes, we are indeed in the land of the Green Isles. But anyway. The stars? You must be quite a sailor. But what is the purpose of your visit? I come for, just really horny in Cassima. She's so beautiful. Say no more. You are smitten with a maiden, are you not? What other than love could confuse a man's tongue so? I guess to be fair, we also have Beauty, who lives one screen over in that house. But yeah, got beautiful maidens on either side of this screen, honestly. I'm afraid so. It is Princess Cassima. By the desert sands, when you fall in love, you do not mess around, do you? He's like, yeah, you went top shelf right there with Cassima. Good call. If this game were made a few years later, there would be a fist bump right there. Is she here? All right, well, this is recycled information at this point. We definitely do sound like a stalker. I'm telling you, yeah, we just got the wrong... Wait, I wanted to give him my coin. Here we go. Weird, like talking to him didn't bring this up, but yeah, giving him the copper coin the first time. Any trade value? Most interesting. I've never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items in the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there. I want the stuffed bear. Screw that. Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection. All right, let's see. We got the nightingale. We have the whistle. We have the painter's brush, and we have the lantern. I think right now, we need to go with the probably the nightingale. The other 2 are for later on in the game. Let's go with the nightingale for now. See if we can't make a friend. I believe I'll take it. Very good, sir. Enjoy the mechanical nightingale. Remember that I will take it back in trade any time. I'm a terrible businessman. I don't know how I stay open. Has he been pacing back and forth the whole time? Oh, no, he's just like reaching for something. Okay. Nice. Progress. Alex 5. Yeah, do you mind if it gets a little scraped up? If a nightingale outside just, gets a little confused and starts humping it? I wouldn't fault it. That's a nice interpretation of this piece of music right here, by the way. Old lamps for new. I don't remember what his voice is, honestly. Take flower. Take rose. Man, any other prince would just be like, you owe this to me, I'm a prince. You lazy thing, get back to work and stay away from those roses. I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you. I like her animation. You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning. You haven't done the breakfast dishes yet? Beauty. No offense, but it's like afternoon. And get your veil back on. No one wants to look at your face. Yes, stepmother. I like they call her Beauty, but honestly, in the I should be able to take these now. Yeah, not to not just to be awful, but in the original game, she wasn't animated like, she, as you will. I guess it's all relative because they want to like really make Cassima knockout comparatively. But I just always thought that was interesting. Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island. Alright. I came to this island to meet the beautiful Cassima. Come on, jump in. A little water won't hurt you. Alright, the test. I'm assuming we can fall off here. I came here to meet a beautiful woman in Cassima. I'm probably not gonna just say screw and start swimming with this boy. Alright, next island? Yeah, show me. The powerful currents grab Alexander. Struggle as he might, he feels himself being pulled out to sea. Glad you could join me. Oh. Little help? The currents around the island pull Alexander under. Tee, not a very good swimmer, are you? Wait, type swim. I guess we asked for help right there. I think not. As his head submerges for the third time, Alexander finds himself pondering the wisdom of going out on a limb for a stranger. Yep, the last time I ever tried helping anybody. Please. Next. I just put the horizontal bars through us to denote that we're dead. Alexander couldn't handle those currents. That boy must have been an unbelievably strong swimmer. Grow up to be the next Michael Phelps. Alright, I like that it remembers where I last saved. No. Tell boy to F off. What? Alright. This is what I wanted. That's strange. The young boy, the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water. Alright, can I fall here? I feel like I can. I don't want it to go into the death animation again. Couldn't restore out of that. Knock, knock, knock. Okay. Yeah, what do you want? Excuse me, my name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you, if you have a moment. Yeah, say old Allie sent you. I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know. I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands, if you don't mind. Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Don't just stand there. Come on inside. I can't keep that voice up. What do you want to talk about? Oh, nice. Little menu to choose from. Yeah, that's gonna be a that's a blessing right there. If only all the old games had that. I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn about what I can. So you said outside. What is it you want to know? Well, for one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked? Yeah, is there some competing ferry? Airplane? Airline just moving to town? Just ain't safe to sail. Islands feuding. Vizier Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. And that was years ago. I don't think she'll ever see water again. Yeah, what's up? Something about stolen property or some such thing. Things used to be so friendly. Recent unrest, few years, yep. It's just not seaworthy. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater. Magic Map, the owner of the pawn shoppy, can tell you more about that than I can. Okay. Let's ask about the ferry. Back when he used to ferry Queen Alaria and Princess Cassima. Oh, nice. There was a lot of danger back then. I don't know. Some of the islands are very dangerous in my experience, especially that mysterious fifth island. They used to go visiting to care for the needy and to keep up the friendly relations between the islands. I remember their last trip, things started getting nasty by then. When they came back aboard, I gathered that the queen and princess had been received a bit coldly. It's a good question. His job. Yeah, how do you support yourself now that, when you just play some cribbage? Job my ancestors have held for generations. The only one trained to avoid the reef and the rocks. But that knowledge does me no good now. They kind of set it up like we're going to need that knowledge later. Truthfully, we needed it about 20 minutes ago when my entire crew, as far as I know, died and drowned. Not in that order. Is there no other boat on the island, one that might be more seaworthy? Boats don't last long in the shoals. Yep. Yeah, we did find out firsthand. The only craft on the island. It just doesn't seem that practical, but I suppose, again, with an island of a population of under 10, you only need one ferry. You know? Everyone knows the schedule of the ferry by heart at that point. Yeah, tell me about Princess Cassima. Don't leave any details out. Ah, such a beautiful child, and so pure of heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind. Her mother was the same. The king and queen, they served the islands, not the other way around. Yeah, they're good people. Sorely missed. All right, each island? Yeah, what do you know? Isle of Wonder is a lovely spot, a little crazy. Gotta have a good sense of humor to enjoy a tour there. Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately you can't get very far on the island. That is true. Happen to remember that. Inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see. Not counting Cassima, of course. If you ever get to see them, that is. The Castle of the Crown is a beauty. She's the finest palace ever built, I'll warrant. But again, you've never left these 4 islands, so what do you know? Daventry forever, man. I'm sorry, I'm a homer for Daventry. And Edge of the World, magnetism that sucks life from this world to the next. That's a little weird. Must hurt tourism, being so close to the realm of the dead, sucking souls. But no, definitely come visit us. See our sweet palace. I see you have a rabbit's foot on the table. Has it brought you much luck? Huh. As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last. Yeah, send all your bad luck on to me. But we never turn down free stuff in this game, so. I think we exchange a nice handshake here. Bosh, not at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do think I know what you mean. You probably haven't had a visitor in years, so. Yeah, we shook our hands in the old game, I think. Maybe I'm getting my games mixed up. All right. Well, just very, very wary of falling back in that water. All right, let's head back into town. Let's see if Jalo's in the bookstore now. Introduce ourselves. There he is. He's large. I think most of that's his parachute pants, though. His hammer pants. Talk. Wait, oh. Alright, I gotta get you. I'm sorry, everybody. I gotta get used to that. You know the princess? Alexander searches his inventory for something to grab the strange man's attention. Glad we didn't get rid of that ring yet. Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself. Excuse me, good fellow, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and I have this. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? I love it. His nose isn't as, red, like cartoonishly alcoholic red. His whole face was kind of a strange shade in the last game. He looks more normal here. Flying flint mice, you must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she came, how'd you get here? Why, by a ship now, wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me? Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. I think that would have been the first thing they told her when she got back. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen never thought they'd see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself. As do I. She's a terrible person for being kidnapped. Edwin, There it is. Good luck. Oh, what a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent. But again, that might have been from the fact that there are less than 10 people living here.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It is a rather dated tradition and not required, but the vizier says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are and how you know the princess. Hey, you guys aren't a thing, are you?
Oh, pardon me, my name is Jalo. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cassima's parents, King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria. Oh, those were happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy in life, so in love. And Cassima's birth, wait, what?
Is he about to go into detail?
It was a C-section, Alexander. Blood everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. It would be hard to explain how they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. She was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. She means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I am so terribly worried about her.
About your grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is I do not trust the vizier, nor his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown, but it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale, I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion. Now I'm afraid I must hurry back to the castle. I'll try to return to the bookshop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Jalo. I hope we meet again soon.
Points.
Yeah, there's no seat here, so he's like, I'm
bouncing.
Talk. All right, so just rub up on Jalo. That's how we start conversation with him, I suppose. All right, cool. Oh, we should ask about that map while we're here, right? Ask about map. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have the map. He has the fancy book. Pawn shop guy has the map. Let's go ask him about the map. One thing at a time. In the right spots, especially. Open door. Like pawn scribbled on there like a kid making a box fort. Whoa! Jump scare, I wasn't ready for that. That is creepy, I love it.
Humph. Out of my way, I don't want to talk.
I have mints. I do have mints. Hold on. Give mint. Give mint to man. That old man looks hardly approachable. It's not a guy I want to give my mints to. Oh, look, you can see all the stuff on the table. That's a nice detail. I hadn't seen that before. All right. Here we go. Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles? Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It has been gathering dust so long I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. And a magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble, and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested. Unfortunately, our economy is in the toilet, so no one can afford it. Better said, what would you take for the map? I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to trade anything of equal value in exchange. All right. Take my ring, good man. Wait, no, not yet. Stand by. I need this one more time to prove my identity. I'll be back for that map. Don't sell it to anybody while I'm outside. Is Sing Sing here? I don't see Sing Sing, actually. Alright, well, look at bird. There is no nightingale here now. Alright, Well, never mind. We'll come back later. Maybe we can find something to get our ring back during our travels, which we can now experience by way of the magic map.
Out of my way.
All right. Trade us the... take my ring. Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map? Daventry? Are you a king then? No, that's just my father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander. I mean, I will be king one day. Don't get me wrong. Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom? The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Didn't know that, but still, it is only gold. There are more important things at stake right now. Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can return for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for the gold. And a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients, or so we say to cover our butt. Try the beach. All right. Thank you. You're very kind, and I'll remember about the map. Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander and, with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop. That's pretty steady, honestly. Meanwhile, seconds later in the castle... Master, I followed Prince Alexander as you wished. From the pawn shop owner, he just abstained, just reprieved. He just got a magic map. It's a little, we're flirting with the outside of Jalo with our genie.
You fool, you've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that.
Yes, master.
Now, what is this about a magic map?
With the map, Prince Alexander can travel anywhere as quickly as I can.
What? I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them.
Whispers. Evil dark whispers. All right. He's not as full-bodied in this game, the pawn shop owner. All right. Let's explore some of these other apparently dangerous islands. Oh, now you show up. Well, I don't think we, I guess we can make friends with the nightingale right now. Let's see. Use bird. Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground. There you go. We made a friend. The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. There we go. Cute. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad. Yeah, we got good vibes. Okay. Nice. So, I guess we're good. I don't know if we should we trade out the nightingale now, or should we keep, I guess we need it for the Isle of Wonder, so, which we also need. Let's see, let's look in trash. Alexander sorts through the odds and ends in the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, I would take that. A shattered crystal ball, I'll probably leave that, I don't want to cut myself. A cracked wand, a fake thumb, and near the bottom, Alexander spots a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy. Like it's like a flask or something, in case we find some booze for our travels. All right. Yeah, so we'll come back. Let's go to the Isle of Wonder right now. Let's see. What do we got? I want to make sure we have everything we need for the the residents of said isle. We still need the flower, the odious flower. We have the ink, got the rabbit foot, got the nightingale, and we got the mint. I think we are good. So we got to go to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain first. But once we do that, I think it's Sacred Mountain. All right. Leaving Castle O Crown. Oh, that doesn't look right. Use map. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.